boys and girls, welcome back for week 5 of virtual learning. We had an amazing week 4 and I can't wait for another week of learning. Before we get started with the video of this week's assignments, let me just remind you to make sure that you are doing your daily reading as well as completing your iStation minutes, completing your Imagine Math lessons, and also practicing your spelling words for the week. Let's go ahead and get started by viewing those students who met their iStation minutes as well as our new weekly spelling words. For today, Monday, boys and girls, for Mrs. Pindola, you will be learning about the emotion of being worried. So go ahead and go to the class stories on Class Dojo and check out what Mrs. Pindola has in store for you for today. For today, Tuesday, which is math, we are going to be learning about how to collect, sort, and organize data. And with this information, we are going to learn how to do a tally chart. And if you remember in class, we learned about how to make tally marks. We do it by making straight lines. If you remember, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, cross on 5. For today's math activity, you will need a page from your workbook that we already completed. You will need page 50 to help you complete your math activity for today. I am also going to put a screenshot of a video from Brain Pop Jr. that is about tally marks and making graphs, which is what we're going to be learning this week and next week in math. So if you look at page 50, boys and girls, we were talking about the different kinds of transportation that we have. And we had to decide if they move by land, air, and water. So what you already did on page 50 was that you already sorted these transportations. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to create our tally charts. So I'm going to do the first one with you. So if you look at our tally charts, of course, we have our title, types of transportation, and then we have the 3 categories. We have the ones that move by land, air, and water. So what we're going to do is we're going to count the ones that move by land, and we are going to make the tallies for it. As you can see, and as you put your answer on number 1, there was 3. So we make 3 tally marks. 1, 2, 3. So your assignment is to complete the tally chart, take a picture, and send it to me through Dojo. Don't forget to use page 50 in your workbook. For today, Wednesday, in science, we're going to be learning about sources of energy. We are going to learn about 3 kinds. The first one is light energy. Then we have sound energy, and the last one is heat energy, which is also known as thermal energy. Go ahead and take a look at the anchor chart as well as go ahead and view the 3 videos that are on Brain Pop Jr. under energy. Your activity is to go around your room and find a toy that makes at least one kind of energy. So if you have a toy that makes light energy, or if you have a toy that makes sound energy, or if you have a toy that makes heat energy, or maybe you have a toy that makes more than one energy. So what I have is I got a toy from my daughter, and this is her little toy, I don't know what it is, a little plushy girl. So on this toy, her toy makes 2 kinds of energy. So if I press it, it talks, but it also lights up. So this toy makes light energy and sound energy. Take a look.
Pick me up and move me around.
So as you can see, her face lights up. That's light energy. And then she makes noise. That is sound energy. Okay. And then I also got one of my son's toys. This toy also makes 2 kinds of energies. It makes light and sound energy. So it does the same thing as the other toy. It lights up and it makes sound. So the first one, so here it is. You push a little button. So this is a little Toy Story, the Zurg toy. So as you can see, his face lights up, that's light energy, and then you can hear his sound. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick a toy, take a picture of the toy, but I also want to see you make a sentence for me, telling me what energy your toy makes, and also how did you know that? So I made a little sentence stem. So right here, it says, my toy blank makes blank energy because it can blank. So I'm going to fill it out. I'm going to choose the Zurg one. So I'm going to put my toy Zurg makes light and sound energy because it can talk and I ran out of space, but I'll just add it down here, and light up. And so that's what you're going to do. So take a picture and send it to me through Dojo. For today, Thursday, one of your activities that we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on word study, and we are going to be looking at long and short vowel sounds again, how we did a couple of weeks ago. So if you remember, the short vowel sound is where we use a breath, so can, and then our long vowel sounds is when we add that silent E or bonus E or super E or whatever you want to call it, and it turns that A from its short sound into its long sound, and we mark it with the macron. So if you can see, we turn can into cane. So your activity today is to do page 14 and 25 in your workbook, as well as to view the videos that I am going to show you on YouTube that are about that silent E, super E, and that way you can see it and help you out to figure out the answers for those 2 pages, page 14 and 25. For Thursday's reading activity, it is a story on page 42. It is titled Farmer Gray. And for today, I just want you to practice reading. I want you to try and read that story 3 times. So if you have 3 family members at your house, I want you to try and read that story 3 different times. If you just have 1 or 2 people at your house, that's fine. You can read it to the same person 3 times, as long as you practice reading that story 3 times today. That's really going to help out with your fluency. Also, don't forget to answer the questions, take a picture, and send it to me through Dojo. Your last activity for writing is on page 68. So we are going to be practicing our writing, but also practicing about that word that we learned last week, which was about sequencing. If you remember, sequencing is to put things in order. So last week we used the frog life cycle, and we had those pictures that were mixed up out of order, and you had to put them in the correct sequence. You had to put them in order. Well, for today's writing activity on page 68, it is a how-to writing. So you're going to think about a quick little little food or a snack that you eat at your house, and you're going to write a quick recipe. You can do something simple at your house, maybe one of your favorite snacks or a favorite family food that you guys like to eat. You're going to write the recipe in sequence, in order. Keep it simple. And also I want you to make sure that you're writing your best letters, your nice formations, and try to write all the way to the bottom. Take a picture and send it to me. Today is Friday. We made it through another week of virtual learning. I loved all your work. I like seeing all those yummy recipes that we did for writing. I loved seeing your spelling test, and I really enjoyed seeing how a lot of you are doing so much better at your iStation and growing from your Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Awesome job, boys and girls. Also, don't forget that today is Friday. I am showing the top 5 of the leaderboard for Imagine Math, and here they are. Congratulations to those students, and don't forget that today is family fun time, Fun Fridays. So just go outside and enjoy the day with your family. Check out the coaches' activities that they have for you on Dojo. Just enjoy the day. I will see you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye, boys and girls. I miss you.